You smell that? Smells like week 2 of the 2024 FRC season. Wait, no, those are the spotlights at the Smoky Mountain Regional catching on fire. Talk about smoky. Week 2 is in the books. There were some high-flying offenses and some new defensive strategies. I had no match info to go off of for most of these events until all of the missing finals matches were uploaded to YouTube in the wee hours of the morning on Wednesday, which is good because I can talk about the robotics events that I want to talk about on a channel that talks about robotics events, but it's bad because I actually have to do my job. Let's kick things off with that aforementioned Smoky Mountains Regional. The 1 seed of Horsepower, Cyber Tribe, and Robo Dragons got it done against the 2 seed of Sono Robo, Secret City Wild Bots, and Bad Robots. Oh, now have some faith. You can't just call yourself Bad Robots if you build Name your team Good Robots. Good Robots. The 2 seed got the win in match 11 with Bad Robots defense giving their side the edge. See, they're not bad. Look, see, it's smiling. It smiles. The 2 seed actually should have won the first finals match as well by a 2-point penalty, but they got a 5-point penalty called on them for breaking a note. Both sides got it going in auto, but the 1 seed had the slim advantage. The difference maker in this one was Sono Robo getting a note stuck on their robot, which left the 2 seed captain as a defense bot. Speaking of defense, Horsepower and the Robo Dragons didn't seem to mind the Smiley Bot's defense, going a combined 7 for 9 at the speaker, which let them cruise to the victory in this one. Don't say it. Don't say. I know you see 69 up there. Don't say it. Don't say it. Going on to the Istanbul Regional, the 1 seed of Barker Greybacks, Iron Pulse, and Ted Robotics took down the 2 seed of Dream League, Hong Kong Robotics Maker, and Team Rabbite. The only reason I'm listing off all of these teams is much like Canada Pacific only having 1 Canadian team on their field. This Turkish regional only had 1 team in the finals who was from Turkey. Barker Greybacks are from Sydney, Australia. Iron Pulse is from Shanghai, China. Ted Robotics is from Ankara, Turkey. Dream League and Hong Kong Robotics Maker are both from New Taipei City, Taiwan. And Rabbite is from Warsaw, Poland. We missed a worldwide out here. This one was just chaos, with the camera cuts showing shades of 2018 Einsteins in Houston. I would have loved to see any shots go in, but the cameras kept cutting like as soon as a robot approached the speaker. 8780 seemed to play stout defense, and 7632 seemed to play defense on their defense as they dealt with a stuck note, and then unstuck it in the speaker. Man, who's ever in charge of the cameras? Like, I paid for all these angles, I'm gonna use all these angles. 8613 and 6941 took care of business at the speaker. I'm assuming the feed never showed it. It did seem like 8613 stalled out toward the end there, but Red had the wide margin by that point. Going to the Central Missouri Regional with the 1 seed taking down is that a kiddie pool? That passed inspection. Now I've seen everything. The Ratchet Rockers led their 1 seed through the upper bracket and faced against the Bronco Bots 3 seed, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. The 3-ring circuits have a kiddie pool bolted onto their robot. My favorite pastime has been watching these robots shoot rings into the crowd. The Rockets zipped one during their auto, and the Bronco Bots had a shot go wide right into the audience. Team Scream held down the fort with their auto going 5 for 5. 5 rings is something I would foam at the mouth over less than a month ago. I'm over it. Doesn't make it any less impressive. The 3-ring circuits went right to work on defense, and I really wanted this robot to do well. Flashbacks of the smiley bot from Port Hueneme, but Team Scream can hit the extendo to add the extra inches needed to clear. That being said, they still held red to only 6 of 17 at the speaker. That allowed the Bronco bots and Wildcard Robotics to keep this close, but the assists from Cougar Robotics let red speed up the cycle time. This, by the way, new favorite strategy. Close but no cigar on the Blue Alliance and the Pool bot as red takes it by 5. We got the 2 seed beating the 8 seed in the Great Northern Finals. The 8 seed in the finals. One number closer to saying all of the numbers in one video. The Gators got 3 of their 4 shots in autonomous, but Tool Cats got all 4 to give them the lead. No defense in this one as all these bots put up shots, but Thunder Robotics still had time to get in the way of Blue Robots. Chaotic Robots tried playing assist against the roadblocks to help their partners, but the notes they sent flew out of bounds. Both sides got last-second shots, but Red got it done easily. Going to the Hudson Valley, where the 1 seed of G-House Robotics, Pobots, and Hyperdrive Robotics, who subbed in for the Robo-Tigers, got it done against the 6 seed of the Rocketeers, Floyd Robotics, and Sobots. Pobots, Sobots, no relation. Somehow. The 1 seed actually lost to the 6 seed in match 11 in a 63-63 tie, but in playoff matches that aren't the finals, penalty points break the tie. The 1 seed got out to a commanding lead in auto with 3 successful shots, while the 6 seed only managed 1. Pirates and Pobots went after the speaker and their Quackabots, while Hyperdrive played defense. Floyd Robotics looked like it had some technical difficulties, and Pobots tried to send a note to Northern Jersey. That is a Suffer New York joke. Floyd's troubles continued, which placed the Rocketeers on solo scoring duty, which, as a tall task. Pobots got off the ground, and the 1 seed got the 24-point dub. Going down to the Arkansas Regional with the 1 seed beating the 4 seed. The Alliance Captain Breakaway won the Rocket City Regional last year, and the Bomb Squad and Tuscan Raiders have now three-peated the Arkansas Regional together, which is a feat we don't see all that often. The autonomous wasn't recorded, but based on these scores, we didn't miss a whole lot. Both sides worked a defense bot, with the Tuscan Raiders defending blue and the Tech Titans defending red. Cycle times played a huge factor in this one, with blue making 5 out of their 7 speaker shots, while red churned out 11 of 14. Literally twice as many shots on goal. The human player dunked 2 shots for red, and Breakaway got off the ground in the 89-46 win. The 1 seed took down the 5 seed at the Green Country Regional, in the rare instance of the finals being a unique matchup and not a repeat of a previous playoff match. Team Driven had a 2-shot auto, which would have been 3, but they ran into the stage area, which made their 3rd shot get stuck. This one was all offense, but both sides had crucial misses that made it rather low scoring relative to some of the other finals from this weekend. A fun moment happened when all 3 red bots lined up to shoot at an amplified speaker, but Stealth Panthers and the Midnight Ostrich Runners skied theirs too high. The Robo Ducks also mishandled a note trying to score in the amp and launched it at a photographer. Then they stalled out after a collision with Team Driven, and then Stealth Panthers stalled out and coasted into the blue stage, which let them tack on a few penalty points, before coming back to life and parking in the red stage. Everything was happening in this one, and red wins by 30. Now to the Rice-A-Roni Regional with Bread, Eagle Strike, and Robotic Eagles, which is just a match made in heaven, taking down Highlander Robotics, Penguin Empire, and Pair of Dice Robotics. You may recognize Pair of Dice Robotics from the Utah Regional Finals. That makes 2 finals appearances in 2 weeks and no banners.
That's rough, buddy.
Pair of Dice got 3 shots in auto, as did Bread and Eagle Strike, although Eagle Strike's 4th shot landed somewhere in Oakland. Possibly. Legends say it's still flying. Cycle times played a huge factor in this one, with Bread stocking up notes for amp points in a strategy that I'm calling leave a penny, take a penny. This also allowed Blue to play defense by just stealing the notes that they were stockpiling. The other defensive strategy was just get in Bread's way, which kinda worked, but Bread still scored 6 amp notes, which led to 3 amplifications, and they went 7 for 8 at the speaker, which is the same as the entire Blue Alliance. End this off with a double climb, and the 1 seed gets the huge victory in the closeout match. On to the Ventura Highway in the Sunshine Regional. I prepped a whole thing about how there was no match footage from the finals for this one, so I was gonna talk about the world record match that took place, but then the robot gods deused my machina and dropped all of the missing finals matches at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 3 a.m. being my preferred time to watch robotics.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
So since we do have Finals 2 footage, I'm gonna talk about the new world record high score at this event in tomorrow's video. Pop quiz time. What does 4481 plus 4414 equal? It equals good night. These are 2 of the best bots in the world. Not just California, the world. Mainly because 4481's from Amsterdam. Defense was practically non-existent on this one, with all of these robots racing around lightning quick to deliver notes at the amp and the speaker. Red made 10 of their 12 speaker shots, while Blue made 14 of their 16. The key here being amplification. Red was able to amplify their speaker 5 times, while the Blue side only managed 3. Surf City had shooter trubs, so they switched to playing rather effective defense, which further hindered an already hobbling 5 seed. Rembrandt's got the very swingy climb, while High Tide got the climb and the trap note to boot in the very, very hefty win. We're ending things off at the Bosphorus Regional, where again, we're going very international with this one. We have the 1 seed led by the Barker Redbacks taking down the 2 seed led by the Binary Bolts. The Barker Redbacks are from Sydney, Australia, and the Binary Bolts are from Mumbai, India. Now I thought Mumbai to Istanbul was gonna be a hefty flight, but then you look at Sydney to Istanbul. I mean, I like flying, but that is a day in a plane. Incredibly high scoring autos with AG Robotic having some misses, which would have come in handy. They still got 1 in on their 3 shots, while Binary Bolts got all their 3. But the Redbacks made 3 of what would be a 4-ring auto, and the Istanbul Wildcats got 4 of what would usually be a 6-ring auto. I see you, rookie team. This is not what I expected from a team with a number that starts with a 94. Barker and the Wildcats just absolutely attacked the speaker, and these were just 2 very fast and extremely accurate robots. IEL Robotics tried to play defense, but got TKO'd while trying to stop the Redbacks. But they came back to life just in time to cause some more penalties in endgame. Binary and AG Robotic tried to chip away at the deficit as much as possible, but this one was wire to wire. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back here tomorrow with the bits, so make sure you leave a comment about moments you want me to talk about, because I only talk about the regionals. I don't get to talk about all the district events. I'll also be naming off my picks for offensive and defensive bots of the week, as well as my top moment. We'll also talk about different offensive and defensive strategies and how well they work. So bring a pencil, we're doing some film study. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, gracious in victory, professional in defeat. Amen.
Team Scream comes down to the far side of the field and steals from Blue Alliance's stockpile. Scream and Ratchet launching up and into that speaker. 1, 2, 3, amplified.